How do you think Cal State Fullerton helped you out with those businesses?
I mean, I think, the biggest part is just giving me the foundation to kind of understand what it takes to run a business. And, I think one of the biggest, the program is a good overlay of kind of everything in terms of business, right? You get a little taste of marketing and finance and accounting and management. And I think it really kind of gives you that blanket overview so you can kind of go into it and not necessarily be an expert in one thing, but more so just understand how they should all work together and find the people to plug into those areas and know how they should perform in those areas. And I think that's been kind of the biggest thing that's really helped me, is just kind of an understanding of what needs to be done on a holistic level to run a business, to run a successful business. And yeah, it's just been a good baseline, if you will, good foundation.
Yeah, it's interesting too. I hope to own businesses in the future as well. And to look back at before I transferred to Cal State Fullerton, my knowledge about business was so minimal. You don't really think about the whole aspect of it, and you're trying to be an expert in everything and bootstrap your whole business. But they really teach you like tips and tricks to run a successful business and not be a slave to it as well, as you said, hiring the right people.
Yeah, that's tough, right? It's, I think of any startup, it's like you're going to be in the weeds, so to speak, but knowing when you're at the level or the place to be able to kind of like start to pull yourself out of it and start to plug people in that are better than you, frankly. You know what I mean? Like if I was the best at every position in my company, why do I need somebody else? But the reality of it is, like, as an entrepreneur, I think even more than just understanding how a business should work, your biggest thing is just like, what's your vision? Like, you're the guiding light, if you will. Not to get all philosophical, but like, you're the one planting the flag in the ground, 10 miles down the road. And so, everyone can show up every day and, do accounting or do production in our case, or marketing, etc. But if there's not somebody saying that's where we're going and here's how we're going to get there, then you're kind of all just wandering aimlessly. So if you can understand that, I think, and pull yourself out of the business when you're able to, and plug those people in that can kind of hold those positions down for you, and you can focus on here's where we're going and here's how we're going to get there, then I think that's that's the role of the entrepreneur. I think that's the role of the business owner, is you should be able to direct in that regard. You shouldn't be the one necessarily in it doing it all the time. You got to be the one that's like helping to point the direction you're going.